Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a special edition for my birthday. My birthday gift to everyone out there, especially the ones who are broken. No, it's normal for you to expect me to start telling my story of how I was broken and how I got healed. But today I want to tell the story of a man who was caught. He started bleeding, but instead of bleeding to die, he bled to life. When you cut a human, especially when the cut has gone through the vein or through some sensitive parts of the body, it is normal for you to hear them say this person was caught and he bled and died, and that will be the end of such person. But like I said, I want to tell the story of a man who was caught, he bled, and instead of dying, he lived. His name is Jesus. Jesus came to the earth on a mission as the Son of God, did miracles, things that should draw people's attention to him. He did a lot of signs and wonders. Men came and were fed. Some came, received healing. Some came, received a lot of good things. But the wickedness of the heart of men made them get envious, jealous, and they decided to kill him. I want you to imagine Jesus coming to the earth with all the good things he came to do, and then on the cross he was nailed for being good. I don't think there's any trauma more than that. Some of us who have been hurt, even though sometimes it's not our fault, but we contributed to it in one way or the other. Personally, I know that if I had spoken up at a time when I was going through some kind of abuse or hurt by people, I think it would have gotten to the level it got to before I broke out of the pain. But here we have Jesus on the cross for being a good man, and then a soldier pierced his side with a spear. The Bible said blood and water gushed out, and this man bled. But even though he gave up the ghost, he lived. The Bible recorded how he resurrected, went to hell, collected the key, made us free. Many of us, especially me, I am alive today because someone at some point was killed and he bled and gave me life. So this is just a reminder that no matter how bad the situation has gotten, no matter how terrible it has become, no matter how hurt and broken you are, you can bleed. It is normal to bleed. I have bled at some point in my life, and I have lived because Jesus lives. So I want to remind you, I want you to know that because Jesus could go through all that and he lived, you can live as well. Life is not breathing in and breathing out. Life is a sense of purpose. Your destiny does not have to die because you were hurt or you were broken. Destiny is not actually where you are. Your destiny is a destination. Your destiny is a destination. It is where you should be. So if Jesus did not allow himself to be regarded as the one who came and died and was wasted, he stood at the center of the will of the Father and he got to where his destiny is. Destiny is a destination. You can see that the destiny of Jesus is at the right hand side of the Father. He went through all that, and now currently he's seated at the right hand side of the Father. So your destination, which is your destiny, should not be altered because of things you went through. I understand that it's very easy. That's why I said today I'm not going to tell my story, because it is easy to take 2 minutes or 10 minutes and then explain things that happened over 12 to 13 years of your life, and keep preaching the usual message that I preach, that okay, you're qualified for healing and all of that. But I want you to know that even though you're currently bleeding, even though currently somebody broke your heart and it feels as if blood is dripping from your heart, I want to remind you that someone bled at a point, but he didn't die. Literally, he did not die. He only gave up the ghost. And if you are now at the valley of the shadow of depression, I want you to know that you can come out. You should fear no evil and come out of that, because you don't have any excuse to fail because of whatever it is that has happened to you. Jesus did not have any excuse. Even when he wanted to give up. At a point, he was telling the Father, if you allow me to say, sir, please take away this cup. It was too hard for him to accept, but he had to, because he had a destination and it's compulsory to get there. So this is just a reminder that you can get where you're going despite what happens, despite the challenges, despite the situations. If I can get here and I'm doing what I'm doing despite what had happened in the past and maybe what is currently happening. I think you can do much more. Because Jesus lives, we can face tomorrow. Because Jesus lives, all fear is gone. Because Jesus lives, we have a role model. Jesus is a role model to every broken person. He is our role model, because I don't think, no matter what you're going through, I don't think you have felt the pain equivalent to what he felt when he was on the cross. He felt that pain. He was just human and he felt it. And even though he felt it, his destiny, he still got there and is still there right now. So I want to urge you, I want to remind you, I want you to have it in mind that you can bleed. Bleeding is not the problem, but you can choose either to bleed to death or to bleed to life. But I want to advise you as a friend, as a lover, as a sister, I want to advise you to please bleed, that's fine. But make sure you don't bleed to the point where you sacrifice your destiny at the altar of pain. Don't bleed to that point where you sacrifice your God-given potentials, your God-given talents at the altar of pain or hurt or depression, whatever it is. It is not worth your destiny. Thank you very much for watching this video. God bless.